Today I'm going to talk about Wynton Marsalis. I chose him because I want to learn more about him and because he has the same name as me. His genre of music is classical and jazz. He also plays his trumpet. Wynton produces classical and jazz music and won at least 9 Grammy Awards. Wynton is also composer, teacher, and artistic director of jazz at the Lincoln Center. Wynton Marsalis is an esteemed trumpeter who worked tirelessly to ensure the status of jazz as a respected American art form in the 21st century.
My name is Lamar Bridgman, and for my assignment, I chose Tupac Shakur. He was a popular rapper in the 90s. He was born June 16, 1971. He died September 13, 1996. Tupac played no instrument, but he was signed to Death Row Records in 1995. He was also an actor, and at age 7, he became an activist. The musician I chose for this project was Tupac. Tupac is a rapper from the 90s hip-hop genre. I chose Tupac and wanted to learn more about him because I enjoy some of his music. He was born on June 16, 1971. Sadly, Tupac was assassinated on September 13, 1996. His hometown was the East Harlem side of New York. Tupac's parents separated before he was born. At the age of 12, Tupac performed in a Raising the Sun with the 127th Street Ensemble. He played one instrument, and it was the bass. Tupac first debuted on a new record label known as Interscope Records in 1991. He acted in many movies such as Juice, Poetic, Justice, and many more. Tupac was an activist. He was against inequality and changed the world in many ways.
My name is Darius A. Cup Jr., and I chose Tupac Shakur, who was born on June 16, 1971, in East Harlem, New York. I chose Tupac because Pac was an incredible person. He had a tough upbringing and was able to follow his dream and overcome later adversity as well. The genre Tupac was in was hip-hop/rap. A lot of people may not know this, but Tupac played the bass guitar and was very good at it. I chose Tupac's song Dear Mama because it was an appreciating song to his mother, and I am a very appreciative person.
Hi, my name is Malik Sanders, and today I'm going to be talking about Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls was a famous rapper who lived in LA, also known as Los Angeles, California. Biggie Smalls was a street performer before he blew up and got noticed by P. Diddy. Biggie Smalls released his first album on September 13th, 1994, called Ready to Die. He also grew up in Clinton Hill and died on March 9th, 1997.
So all the teachers that told me.
Born Christopher George Leonard Wallace, the rapper who would go on to be known as the notorious B.I.G., was named Big in school due to his large size. When Wallace started releasing mixtape, he called himself Biggie Smalls, a lighthearted reference to his large stature, 6 foot 3 inches and over 300 pounds. He changed his stage name after finding out that Biggie Smalls was already in use. The notorious B.I.G. and Tupac actually started out as friends prior to their falling out. The two rap stars collaborated several times, including one 1994 track called Let's Get It On. The two even freestyled together in 1993. Given the complexity of his lyrics, listeners might assume that Biggie's archive would be filled with heavily marked up drafts of his songs, but this isn't the case. He composed and edited all of his lyrics in his head without writing them down. The notorious B.I.G. went to the same high school as two other famous New York rappers, Busta Rhymes and Mr. Beyonce himself, Jay-Z. Biggie is known for his distinct style and flow. He also always rapped in a deep, distinctive voice. His lyrics were notable for their complex, multi-syllabic rhyme scheme and the natural way that Wallace could deliver intricate lines. He is frequently cited as one of the greatest rappers of all times. Critic Steve Huey writes that Biggie's raps are easy to understand, but his skills are hardly lacking. He has a loose, easy flow and a talent for peeling multiple rhymes on top of one another in quick succession. Biggie and Michael Jackson worked together on a track called This Time Around. The lyrics deal with fame and stardom, something both artists were intimately familiar with.
General Colin Powell is a retired four-star general. He served as the 65th United States Secretary of State from 2001 to 2005.
This is John Legend. He plays the genre of R&B. John Legend was born December 28, 1978 at Springfield, Ohio, U.S. He's still living to this day. He's an American singer-songwriter and a pianist who achieved success in the early 21st century with his fusion of R&B and soul music. John Legend has played the piano since he was little. Recently, he played a song called Preach with a deep meaning behind the song. The song is about where negative news coming out of America. John Legend said that this was directly inspired by the survivors of the Parkland of the Florida shooting in February 2018. He hopes in the future no shootings can happen, especially around schools or anyone in general. John Legend tries to make a change in people through the deep meaning in his lyrics.
Condoleezza Rice was the first African-American woman to be appointed National Security Advisor from 2001 to 2005 and U.S. Secretary of State from 2005 to 2009.
Black Lives Matter is a political and social movement protesting against incidents of police brutality and racially motivated violence against Black people. Black Lives Matter demonstrated against the deaths of numerous African Americans by police actions, including Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, Tamir Rice, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd, and many more.
Hussein Obama is an African-American politician who served as the 44th President of the United States from 2009 to 2017.
Yo, what's up? I'm Nathan Davis. Today I'll be telling you facts on Travis Scott. Number 1, the sing these substances are It's Lit and Sicko Mode. I don't know, they could be names of the songs. Let's continue to number 2. Number 2, he has partnered up with McDonald's to create the Travis Scott burger. Number 3, he's on a partnership with PS4 too. Well, number 4, ironic. He has been arrested. And number 5, probably a big shock to you, he has a kid. Well, that's it. I'm done.
Okay, so the person that I chose was SZA. I chose SZA because she has a lot of my favorite songs. So that's why I chose her. She's a alternative R&B singer, and she does a few other genres. I don't know what alternative R&B is, but from my perspective, it's really good. I don't think she plays any instruments. She never said anything about playing an instrument, but if she does, it's probably piano. I think she's a Black Lives Matter activist and a feminist. Well, I don't think I know because she posted about it. But yeah, that's about it.
Black History Month means honoring all Black people from all states of the U.S. from the enslaved people first to all from Africa to African American women today. Honoring the challenges so many African American men and women have faced. Educated society will the challenges they still face and celebrating the challenges they have overcome. Thank you for letting me teach you for Black History Month.